Which one's that?
That's
you and, I think, Maddie, maybe?
Maddie. No, I don't.
You think so?
I have never seen Maddie. You mean, is that the one?
It could be Kaylin, too. I'm not too sure.
Well, this isn't a new picture. This is taken way back.
Yeah, it's probably,
Because I haven't had any pictures taken like this for years. So,
if we're in that house, it's got to be one of Nate's kids. Or
yeah.
Kaylin. I'll see if I can find that picture anywhere.
And this, see, my father had some real old ones. I don't know if you have any of those.
Yeah, I got this one. It's pretty.
That's your great grandmother.
Yeah, it's your mom on the beach.
Yeah,
Hanging out with you guys, I guess.
Yeah, that's old. And this is me. I don't know which baby it was though. Let me see.
Is that Margie?
I'm trying to recognize the steps. It's me. And Margie, I guess, is what.
Margie. I thought it was Mark at first, but then
No, Mark.
Mom was saying that.
I was 39 when I had Mark. I'm younger here.
Oh, okay.
Now this is my cousin Albert.
Is that Albert's son?
Yeah, that's Albert's son. When we were both maybe seven or seven. He's 7 months younger than I am.
So he's Albert Jr.?
Yeah, Albert. Yeah, that was taken in Maple Shade, New Jersey. That's where they lived.
Huh. I tried to find Uncle Albert, but it's great. It used to be tricky to find.
I think this is Joyce and Lauren, isn't it?
That's Diane and her mom.
Oh, is that Diane's?
Huh?
Oh, that's Diane's wedding picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that one.
I'm not sure if
That's Margie, isn't it?
That's from the 70s. I think it's Timmy or Steve. Oh, is that on the back?
It's and baby Chris.
Must be Timmy or Steve with Chris.
Timmy and baby Chris.
No.
Well,
That explains it.
I don't know. That's a girl. That would be Timmy.
And I think the hair, the 70s, Partridge Family type hair.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Now this is Ann and
Chris and
Chris, yeah.
and Chaz.
This is Margie and Joan when they were about 10, 12.
Okay.
Margie
Yeah.
looks like a refugee with that scarf. This is Diane and the baby.
Baby. Right.
And this is Margie, Joan, and Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
This is Diane and the baby.
Right. That one I can tell you, that's a cemetery in Philmont, but
Oh, that's where we're talking about.
yeah, that's the one I'm pretty sure gave me the wrong maps to Uncle Albert and
Yeah, that's where my parents and Uncle Albert
right.
and Aunt Anna were buried.
But I can't seem to find it.
Oh,
This is your dad, right?
this is me when I was a baby.
That's you?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
me. I guess I was about a year or two old.
We thought this. We couldn't figure out who this was. We thought this was
No, that's me.
Pop Pop.
Me with the basket of flowers. Well, of course, they just give you them to get your picture taken. Yeah, I always remember that.
Okay. They were thinking.
This is his, oh,
Is that the picture?
yeah.
That's not Uncle Albert?
No, that's Morris. We had two Irish fellows from Ireland live with us, and that's Morris.
Okay.
And that's your grandmother.
That's your mom.
Great-grandmother. Yeah, my mother and your great-grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Sean and Kyle.
Sean Kyle, okay.
It's on the back.
Huh. That's Cassie. I remember that one.
Who?
Cassie.
Oh, Cassie?
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it must be.
Is this you and Albert Jr. again?
Yeah, that's my cousin Albert and me in Maple Shade, New Jersey. And this would be Bill in here.
Your brother?
He's 4 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
So we were maybe 5 or so, and he was in this coach.
Is cousin Albert still alive?
Huh?
Is cousin Albert still alive? Do you talk to your cousin at all?
He just died.
Not Bill, but
Oh.
not Uncle Bill, but cousin Albert.
No, wait. This is Albert.
Right.
And this is me. And this is my brother,
Right.
Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a baby. And this coach, my mother had to go an errand, and she left me to watch him. And she just saw me with the coach trying to push it down the steps. I thought she was awful long, and I thought I'd go to meet him. And there I am with this big coach, and that's the coach that I was trying to push down the steps.
Whoa.
She got there, and he might have been killed. Oh, and this is Becky and,
Becky and Cass.
yeah, and we knew this
What's the name of that one? That I think is Chris. Cousin Chris. I'm not too sure.
It looks like Chris. Yeah, Chris. This is Cassie, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Cassie.
Same one. Uh-huh.
And this is Chris.
I guess that's the mid-90s. This is your dad, right?
Yeah, that's your great-grandfather.
And you said he was a gardener?
Huh?
You said he was a gardener? He had,
Yeah, he's the one that grew the flowers.
and that was his hobby during retirement?
Yeah, he was very good at that. See, with Grandma not being able to see, he used his time up just studying these books about flowers. And if you had something, he'd say, oh, well, that needs this or this needs that. And the florist used to come to him when he wanted a few flowers for a wedding or something. He was very good at it.
So he sold them too. He made like a small business out
yeah.
community type business?
Yeah. Is this Diane and...
Oh yeah, that's Diane and Cassie. Trip to
oh, well, this is a real... You know who these are?
it's you and Papa.
Yeah. Geez, that was long, long ago.
What was your guys' wedding date?
October the 38th. I mean, 1938.
October 1938.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day? I mean, date-wise, like the.
Oh, June. It was June, but I can't remember what day.
18th.
Huh?
18th.
18th?
June 13th,
18th.
June 18th, June 18th.
Now this is, I don't know which one. I think it's Margie or Joan.
Want your coffee? I wasn't sure on that one either. I'm not too sure.
I don't know that either. That snowsuit looks familiar.
You want a bigger magnifying glass, Mike?
What do you say?
Do you need a bigger magnifying glass?
No, this is fine.
No, we're good. All right. Thanks.
And this is Chaz.
Chaz,
That's Chaz.
that's his wife.
Oh, Karen.
Karen and
And,
Lauren.
yeah.
What is this? September 93.
This is my mother and father.
You guys go on the boardwalk a lot?
Huh?
Is that the Ocean City Boardwalk
Yeah.
in Jersey?
That could have been Wildwood. We used to go to Wildwood when I was that age. Wildwood. Yeah, I went down Wildwood until I was about it. My mother used to rent a place like at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a good age. That's Wildwood.
No.
Oh, I look fat here. Look at my mother. Me, I mean.
It was taken, I think, through a car window. That's why it's blurry.
Yeah, me and this is Kathy and Diane.
Is this picture when you guys were first married or dating? Or?
No, I was, maybe I was in my late 30s there.
Late 30s?
Because I was always skinny before.
Ah.
Now look, I have,
Having the kids changed it.
and this is Chris.
Oh, yeah. December 78th.
I think this is Diane and her brother, Ron.
Yeah, the one that went to Australia.
Yeah.
Is this that Irishman again?
Yeah, that's the Irishman.
That's not Uncle Albert?
No, that's Morris. The lady next door went to the Union Tabernacle Church, and these two fellows came from Ireland. And she asked my mother if she would give them rooms. We had a 3-story. So Morris and Edward came to live, and that's Morris. This is Sandra at 1 month. Says so on the back.
Okay.
Oh, gee, I didn't know they had this picture. That's my grandmother.
Right.
Yes, and I didn't think that was still around. That's my mother's mother.
Yeah, the one, she was, I think Mom said she was kind of tough.
No, she wasn't tough.
No.
She was in New Lisbon Hospital, and she had like a breakdown, but then she worked there, and she didn't live with my grandfather anymore. She just stayed right in the hospital.
That's right, Uncle Bill
And
mentioned it.
George found out that she was working in the hospital. Years later, that was. But he was going all day, he was a cigar maker, and she was alone in this house up in Linola, and there was hardly anybody all around. It was like a wilderness. And she had like a nervous condition, and finally she was in New Lisbon Hospital. But they must knew she couldn't go back, so they gave her work, and she worked there the rest of her life.
Marge, I think your car
That's all she
windows are
needed
open.
was,
You want me to close them for you?
That's all she needed was,
Yeah, I left them open a little bit because it's so hot.
all she needed was something to do,
Give me the keys and I'll
basically.
close them for you.
Keep herself busy.
Yeah, she'd help with the beds and things that had to be done in the hospital.
Did that happen at
That's my mother.
No,
That's Aunt Mildred, right?
No, it's my mother. No, Aunt Mildred was heavier than that. No, doesn't say. That's my mother. I remember that old picture.
It's a black one.
I don't know if Aunt Mildred's in here.
Joyce, you got our car keys?
What was this?
Okay.
Kyle.
Oh yeah, that's a recent picture of Kyle. There's Aunt Margie with the strawberry thing on her head.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Huh? Yeah. I remember that. That's it, the place. See, there's the house where they live, my grandparents, your grandparents.
That was the,
The house with the flowers.
oh,
And that's Margie.
that's across the way?
Yeah, it's the house.
That's from a different angle, I guess?
Well, let's see.
Hmm.
Well, if you look close, you see the poles going up and down? Well, if you look close, you can see a pole there going up and down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's their house, and that's Margie. I don't know who this one is. Oh, it looks like Moon.
Yeah,
See that?
Keith and, I
Yeah.
guess that's, I think it's Sean, yeah, September 19th.
This is
Or Kyle.
Cassie and Becky.
Wait, it says on
This
the
is my cousin.
back, Amber and Abby.
Amber and Abby, is that who it is?
You went to her graduation recently, didn't you? Amber's? Tim?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I never saw them very much.
Tim's daughter?
Huh?
Tim's daughter?
Steve's daughter. Steve had the graduation.
Tim's married, but he has no kids, right?
Tim never had any.
I mix up Tim and Steve
No,
sometimes.
that's Steve.
Oh, okay.
Now this is Albert again, the same Albert, my cousin. We were always together. And this is Diane at her wedding.
Right.
Now this is your grandmother, your great-grandmother too.
Pop-Pop's mom.
Your father, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She had diabetes and she didn't look too well there.
Harriet Benner.
And here's Ron and Diane.
Right.
This it might be Mark. The teacher said he was always showing off.
Mm.
Now it's see. Oh, Lehigh Christian Academy. That's
Oh,
not,
Sean.
that's not Mark.
No. There's a couple pictures of Mark in here. They're older.
This is Kyle.
Alright. The mullet.
Sean.
Is this you and Cousin Albert again?
Yeah, we had a lot of pictures taken. Yeah, that's up in Maple Shade, New Jersey.
Maple Shade,
Oh.
New Jersey.
This one's old, you can tell by the collar. I don't know him.
Oh, that's Cousin Bob looked that up. That was your grandfather a long time ago.
Well, which grandfather?
Uh,
It wasn't Schuster. Oh, maybe this is the other one, my mother's father. Mother's father.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That
looks more like him. That was my,
looks like Nathan. Some people say. I can find a picture.
yeah, the way he's holding his mouth.
Compare picture of Nathan.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, this is old, you can tell the way he's dressed.
It did say it, and this was supposed to be a picture of him later on.
Oh, yeah, that's my grandfather Kusky. Yeah, that's the thing.
Balkowski. That was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they changed the name to Kusky.
They're more pronounceable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're,
That's Anne, I think.
Oh.
But enough for it, you know, the rain.
And this is Ann. I guess that's Chris.
Yeah. Chris.
And this is Margie. Now this one, I don't know.
Is this your
Did
coffee,
he,
Mark?
did he know who? Oh, I'll get that.
It's your grandmother.
yours,
She's
Mom?
young.
Oh,
I'll get it, here.
which grandmother?
Your mother's mother, when she was younger.
Oh, I never, my mother. Oh, her name was Gross from Lancaster.
Right, Chris Bałkowski, and
Yeah.
then became daughter was Bałkowski, Schuster, and
She married him at 17,
whoa,
and her family had nothing to do with her anymore
that's nice.
because he was Catholic.
Ah,
But George and them went to Lancaster, and they found the grave where they're both buried. While she didn't live with them for years, they were buried together because they had the lot, before.
right. Well, her family, I think Uncle Bill said she's from important people, or from
I never heard about
the
her.
old country. Her parents or maybe grandparents were someone.
They always said her husband, my grandfather, was from royalty. I don't know how true that was.
Oh, okay.
Now
Sure,
this is Mark.
the mom's in there somewhere.
Yeah, right here.
Mom's right there.
Oh,
It's mom's.
oh. I can't tell them after all. This is her graduation. This is her picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a.
class
It's like a younger graduation.
63. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, look, that's when my mother died, in 63. And,
And your father was a year later, right?
yeah. That's Joan then.
Hmm?
This is Joan?
Yeah, we check. It's mom right there. In the gray, third
Oh,
row.
it's, that's Joyce.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they're doing.
They look something alike, except that Joan had blonde hair, and your mother's hair sort of had a slight reddish look back then.
This is that Morris guy again, right?
Yeah, yeah, he lived with us. He had a room. And my mother and father would go away with him. They go on trips. This is my grandmother. This is Kyle. You can tell with the dimples. Yeah. Oh, look at this.
This is your mother again, right?
This is Amanda. Yeah, that's from her again.
That's a nice picture.
She lost her sight about that time. She was only 34 when she lost her sight. She had two head
Try to talk to her
operations.
and let me do that.
Ooh. Surgery on the eyes, or they tried going through the temple?
She
or?
thinks it was, she began to have trouble with her eyes, and she had a cyst on the optic nerve. And she thinks at a party, somebody swung the piano stool around, and she fell on her spine, and she could feel something crack, and her spine goes up to your head.
Right.
And she had a calcified cyst on the optic nerve.
Ew.
I don't know. Oh, this is Amanda.
That's
Chaz.
Chaz's daughter.
Oh. This is Abby. That's Abby, doesn't it?
Yeah, Abby's.
This is
Who's kid Abby?
this is our house on Tyson Street, and that was, I guess, Joyce, a 1-year-old, because Mark was born while we lived. We went to Tyson Street, and Mark was born at that time, but we took her with us. Joyce, she was about 1 year old there.
Oh,
This is Margie, Joan, Joyce, and me. Margie, Joan, Joyce, and me.
it's all out of focus, but
Here's Edward, the brother of the one with you saw, Morris. This is his brother Edward.
okay, that's another one of the
And
Irish.
my mother and father, yes.
Okay.
This is Amanda. I know because it says so in the back.
Yeah.
This looks like Mark. Mark and, I don't know.
Mark and Cassie.
Yeah.
Is this you?
That's Bill. That's my brother.
Huh.
That's the one I told you about the
It's in the
coach.
carriage, right?
We lived there, and she didn't come home, and I got worried. So he was in the coach, and I was about 5, and I was just about to push that big coach down all these steps when my mother came tearing up the road and stopped me.
I don't have any recent pictures of Bill. Maybe I can copy some of George's.
I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, that's Cassie and Ann and Heather.
Oh, Heather, Kathy. Yeah, oh, okay.
The eternal teenager. And she looks like she never grew up.
She stays looking young all the time. And this must be Diane.
Yeah, it's Diane Cassie. Same with that one. That's Pop, I'm pretty sure.
That's him on the horse. See, I had one of me on the horse. In those days, a man came around the street, and you paid about a quarter, and he would take your picture on the pony. And Mark, he had one and I had one. It looks almost alike, because I had white hair too at that time. Here he is again. And this is me. I think I was 6 months.
Sure it's not Pop?
And this is me when I was about 6 months. And this is me holding on to the tree. That was in maple shade too. And this is me again.
Right. There's both
Me.
of you on your wedding day.
Me.
Right.
Oh, I think this is your mother.
Yeah.
And this is, yeah, Joyce. And this is Margie.
Is this Uncle Bill?
I don't remember this one, but it looks like our back steps in the country. The one where I said he was going to push him down. This is when he was a little older than in the coach.
So that is Uncle Bill?
Yeah,
You're pretty sure?
yeah. I recognize the steps from the back of our bungalow. That's
Oh,
That's
the
what
ones that
yeah.
was pushed him down a few years earlier.
And Margie again. Margie again.
You mean Mom?
That's Margie. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, that's Margie making a face. Now this was at our house on I'm trying to think. That wouldn't be our house on Tyson Street. That would be our house on Jitman Street. So that would be Joyce. She was just a baby when we moved from there. That was on Ditman Street in Wissinoming.
Okay.
Because we had a twin house on Tyson Street. We moved there, and Mark was born while we were at that house, but she already was about a year old. And then a few years later, I had Mark.
Huh.
Now, this is somebody's birthday party.
That's Mom's. She told me that one.
Yeah.
This is you and Mark, isn't it?
Yeah, that's, let me see. That one, that could be Mark because, see, I was 39 when I had Mark,
Mm-hmm.
but I was only early 20s when I had the other two. And here, I look a little older than when I did then. Oh, here's my mother. Not my mother, my
Mother and grandmother.
grandmother. Well, I don't know who that girl is. I don't know who the girl is. This is Margie and Joan and Joyce. Now this is Ben, May, my mother, Margie, and Joan.
Is that probably Wildwood again, or another
Yeah,
beach?
we only went to Wildwood in those days. I didn't start going to Ocean City until, well, I went and walked to the boardwalk at Wildwood. I had a picture of me in a long dress when I was about 16. So I didn't go to, that was Wildwood. I didn't go to Ocean City till later on in life.
Ah,
My mother,
is it not built yet, or
huh?
was it still being built?
Well, it wasn't like it is now. There was an Ocean City, but we always went because we rented Mrs. Larimer's house. So we went to Wildwood. Oh, look at my mother's hat. How they dressed in those days.
That's your mother?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to picture it.
Sounds like a fence.
This looks like it was at Benner's house.
It's you and Frankie, I think. Right, so
No, it's,
Helen sent me these recently, and
baby Frankie and Aunt Marge.
is that you and your niece-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that when you and Pop-Up were like still dating? Because you look pretty young in the picture.
Yeah, I was young and I'd go around there, and Frankie was living there, they were, and Francis worked, and Ben's mother took care of Frankie.
Oh.
So that's why I was with her, holding her.
So she was like the babysitter while he was at work.
She took care of her, yeah.
Ah.
This looks something like his father, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, and this is his mother, I think, on the wing there. She's the one that died diabetes. Harriet?
I told you, this is 1880, born in 1888. Grandmom Harriet Young. Yeah.
That's your mother-in-law? Well, was.
This is Joe and Francis. There's your great-grandfather.
Yeah.
And Joe and Harry.
Did you get along with him?
I always got along, but to tell the truth, he was odd. I mean, he just, like the girls pass and he just stare at them. And I'd get him something for, like I say, he looked at it, put it down. Oh, I have lots of ties, or I have lots of shirts. You know, we didn't have any, you know, maybe he did, but when somebody just gives him a gift, he doesn't say, oh, I got, and he'd plump it down next to him.
Instead of thank you? Instead of thank you?
Oh, no, he wasn't that kind. Now, this is,
I'm pretty sure is
that's
you.
Marge and Ben.
I think
And 1937
that's Baby
on
Frankie. Isn't it?
Letterly Street. That's where Ben lived. And yeah, Marge and Ben. Yeah, this was their house on Letterly Street.
With Baby Frankie.
Oh yeah, she idolized Frankie because she always wanted a girl.
Who did?
She had 3 boys, but she always wanted a girl. So
Oh,
when Frances had
Grandma Harriet.
Frankie, she thought she was wonderful. Look at that hat. Oh, this is Margie and Joan.
On the little
This
toddlers.
is me again.
That's you?
Hmm.
Sure it's not a Pop Pop or?
No, that's me. He wouldn't have a dress on.
Oh, I thought those old pictures they put
Yeah, that-
even boys in
Yeah,
dresses
well,
for
that
some
was
reason.
me. Now this looks, this is, oh. Oh, Terry did this. This is Helen,
Yeah,
Helen and her husband.
Joe's daughter.
I think she was raised Catholic, like Frances and Dolores, but Dolores changed. But Helen's Catholic, and always stayed that way. They went to St. Hubert's School right in Mayfair, and but Dolores, when she got married, was older. She said to Frances, "Do you mind if I'm not Catholic anymore?" And so Frances said, "No, I don't mind." And she said they have a beautiful marriage, and she got along. The second one, he didn't treat her good at all.
The first husband?
Yeah, no, yeah, he was Protestant, but he didn't treat her.
Oh.
This is me with a boy bob. Don't I look horrible?
That's you and your mother?
Yeah,
I was wondering, you do kind of with the short haircut
yeah, that was all the style. I think
for kids, or
yeah, the girls wore their hair cut like a boy.
because we weren't sure we thought it was Uncle Bill.
Huh?
No offense, we thought it was Uncle Bill.
Yeah, well, maybe it would. This is 1937. Ben and baby Frankie. Oh, he's holding Frankie there.
Yeah. Is that you on the
Yeah, that's me. That's in those steps. You can see him,
same
Maple
stairs
Shade,
again?
New
Yeah.
Jersey.
We're wondering about that.
And this is Margie and Joyce and Joan.
And Mom dancing as a baby. Yeah.
And this is me with my boy Bob sitting on the boardwalk in the,
Is that what the haircut was called back then?
huh?
Is that what the haircut was called back then?
Was it what?
Is that what it was referred to as?
Boy Bob, yeah.
B.O.B. Bob?
Mhm. This
It's kind of different.
I don't know who this is. One's a boy and one's a girl. Might be Joan's side. No, it wouldn't be. Ann is 13.
I thought that was Mom.
Maybe it's, no, she's 15 years older than Mark, so it wouldn't be Mark and her. No, wait a minute. I was trying to make out who this is over here.
So we weren't too sure of them.
Maybe, no, Mark was fat when he was that age. The face looks so familiar, but I can't place her. No, my mother'd say, that child's too fat.
Oh,
Oh, he had legs like that.
Mark?
Yeah, he was near 11 pounds when he was 10 2.
Oh, that's, I think, Abby when she was born.
Amanda,
Or Amanda.
yeah. Boy. This must be on Dudley Street, the porch.
Is that the,
Uncle Ben and baby Frankie.
that's the Benner's house again?
Yeah,
That's where,
and this is Joe and Francis.
recently, he passed away, right? But he wasn't,
Yeah, she died a few years ago.
he was at Pop-Pop's funeral, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Nate said he saw him.
yeah. See, Helen must have had this picture.
Yeah.
Joe and Francie, yeah, because
Well,
I
Helen's
don't
copies.
remember us taking any of them.
Helen has all the
Yeah.
records on the Benner side.
Now, this is Nancy, Chris and Carl. Nancy married Harry.
In the 60s. And they had just those two sons, right? And
Yeah.
nephews involved?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
Margaret.
It's not a, oh yeah, that's it.
And this is my mother. And this is Mark with his bicycle.
He was always collecting bikes, right?
This is Marjorie again. That's over at that house, you know, where the flowers are. Yeah. This is Mark. Yeah. It's
That's
a
Mark?
boy, yeah.
Is that cousin, or Uncle Bill, or?
No, I don't think it's Bill. Maybe it is, I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay.
Mark was heavier than that, I don't know. And this is me. And this is me and Ben.
Oh, on the beach.
And this is my mother.
Is that your guy's dog?
Huh?
Your dog?
Yeah, that's Lady, our collie. Bill, when he was able to walk, he walked down the end of the road and sat in the middle of the main street, which is country. It wasn't that. That dog went and sat next, never left his side till somebody found them down there and found Bill. She left to stay right with him. My father.
And your brother was safe down there?
Huh?
Your brother was safe sitting on the road?
Yeah, he walked down the road. It's all country then. And he was sitting in the middle of the main road, and the lady went and sat next to him, and then they found them down the end of the road.
So you just kept the dog then?
Huh?
So you kept the dog?
Oh, yeah. This.
That's, I think it was Mark.
It looks so. The kid's fat. It looks like it. And this is,
That's
no, wait, Helen Ann, isn't it?
Frankie, Dolores, and Helen. Yeah.
Yeah. Frankie, Dolores. This must have been Helen. Helen Ann was a real blonde.
This is the 80s, so
Is it the 80s?
that's why the clothes are that bright.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, isn't that gay? Frankie and Dolores and Helen Ann.
Right.
Let's bring back the old days.
So the 80s?
Huh? Yeah, well, this is, I think this was me and Ben's mother and Frankie again. Let's see how right I am. Grandma Benner and baby Frankie.
But that's you with,
Yeah, that must have been when I was visiting them. Oh. This is Ben's father and Frankie again in Westville, New Jersey. They had cousins there. Yeah, that's Sam.
I can see a lot of Mark and Margie.
Uh,
I can see a lot of Mark and Margie in that, in his expression. Facial wise.
This might have been Frankie, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm talking about,
Yeah, baby Frankie and Grandpa Benner.
talking about Grandpa Benner.
In Westville, their cousins lived there. And this is Grandpa Benner and baby Frankie. I think this is Margie. I'm not sure.
Grandpa Benner liked the kids though, right?
Oh, he was all right with the kids. Well, Frankie especially, because she was the first grandchild.
He just lacked social graces with adults?
Huh?
He just lacked social graces with adults?
Yeah, he just had odd ways. Well, he would come home from work and go out and never tell her he's going out. She didn't know where he was. He'd go to the movies. Never tell her he's gone anyplace. So he was like that, you know.
Did he go to bars or?
Huh?
Bars or anything?
No, he didn't do anything like that.
No.
But somebody else would say, well, I'm going to the movies. But she wouldn't even know he was home. He'd come in and maybe do a few things, go out, and she never knew where he was. Now this looks like looks like Faith Church.
Yeah, I think Mom said that was her.
Yeah. I think this is Margie, I'm not sure. Now this is me and Edward, the Irish fella, my father. Oh, and Vera, their sister. This is Vera, she came from Ireland.
That's Edward's sister?
Yeah, and my mother.
Okay.
My mother, father, Vera, and Edward. And Morris must have taken the picture. This is Margie, when we lived on Dittman Street. I recognize the curtains.
That's Mom, isn't it?
Hmm?
That's my Mom.
No, that's more, yeah, that's her, yeah. And this, I think this is Mark.
Yeah, that's the expression.
Now, we lived on Tyson Street here. And, I don't know. I think, well, when we lived here, Margie and Joan were going to school. So that would be Joyce.
George. Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
This is me. I still remember this dress with a velvet sash.
Is that the backyard of your house?
This is Maple Shade in the country. I don't recognize
Okay.
it.
Maybe a friend's house or something like that?
You know, it's built up so that Aunt Anna, who lived, didn't know where she was going when she came to Maple Shade. It's built up now with so, and when you go over Route 73 to the shore, you pass Maple Shade.
Mhm.
And you wouldn't know it now. My mother. My mother. My mother. This is me and Joyce.
Ah.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think it looked like she's in
Now,
trouble.
what's the house like?
I think it's the one,
On Tyson Street. Yeah, that's on Tyson Street.
Down around
She
the-
was a about 4 or 5.
Suburbs of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's Mark. I'm not too sure.
You think this was Mark? It looks more like him. He was pretty heavy. I guess, is that all you have?
That's all I have.
Well, I gave a lot to my father. I mean, he gave a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? He left them, and I gave them to Mark. But some of them were much older than these. Like my father's brother Frank had 12 children. Well, they were only like a few years. And the 2 boys, Furman and Lorraine, I had pictures of them, and Nella, the girl, but I don't know where they were real old, because,
But this is your father's?
my mother's brother, Frank, had about 12 children. The last we heard, he lived in California, but Molly was named for my mother, Mary. She sent pictures of Furman and Lorraine and Nella, but I never saw them in person. Now, they're not here. They were in that big box of pictures.
That Mark has?
Huh?
Mark has?
He doesn't have it anymore. I don't know what he did with it.
Maybe I could try George and Ron and Bob.
They might have some of them, yeah.
Because all the only pictures I have of Uncle Bill are as a kid. I thought I had, the only pictures of Uncle Bill I have are as a child, and I don't have any of Uncle Albert or Aunt Mildred.
No. And Aunt Mildred. Aunt Mildred lived at, well, she took care of children at the seashore, children's seashore house. She was like a child's nurse. Mm-hmm. And there was a picture of her working out in the garden, and Uncle Albert snapped the picture of her. None of them are here. I don't know where they are. So that's what I can tell you about what's there.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
there was a whole big box. Now, I gave them, I thought, to, or maybe I gave it to Bill. I don't know if he has any of them.
All right.
So,
All right. Thank you.
oh, that's all right. It was fun looking at them.